Hey, Thor here, continuing the 100 push-up challenge. Well, as I suppose you can kind of see, we're having a little bit of stormy weather here, but we've gotten a break in the storm, and, well, basically, come hell or high water, or at least raining water, I'm definitely going to have to do the push-ups within basically this next hour, because it's about the only time I can really fit it in today. So if suddenly the camera angle changes and I'm suddenly doing push-ups kind of in the rain, that'll be the reason why. But in any case, this is officially the beginning of week 2. It is Monday, December something or other, I forget the date, doesn't really matter. But we're starting week 2, and that means that my push-up numbers have sort of increased. Today the 5 sets are actually going to be 14, 14, 10, 10, and then a max of at least 15. That's a bit of a jump up, but with the redo of week 1, I've actually been doing very good at completing all these push-ups, so I feel some level of assuredness that I ought to be able to pull these off. Barring any pouring rain, I think we're just going to jump right in and start doing some push-ups, and hopefully do all the sets and try to make it look easy. Oddly enough, the arms kind of felt stiff going in on it. I'm not sure if the weekend really healed me as much as I would hope. I mean, I felt that. That was the first set. At least with the redo of week 1, after the first set, usually I'm feeling pretty good. It's not until like the end of set 2 that I start kind of going like, ooh. I did the 14, got another set of 14, then it's kind of an ease off to the 10. It's kind of funny to think that 10's going to start being the ease off. I just thought I'd share this little moment with you, but my method now for taking the breathers is actually I bring a book out with me. And I sort of figure about 30 seconds for a page, thereabouts. And I just read a couple pages, and that's what I've been doing as my timekeeper. At the moment, I'm working through this book called The Last Chancers by Thor. It's actually an omnibus of like a trilogy of books he wrote. I'm not sure I'd actually really recommend it. I mean, I'm going to finish it off, but I'm kind of happy I got it used off of Amazon for only a couple bucks, because he's got some good blood and guts, but other than that, the book's really not that great. But yeah, this is how I'm doing my breathers now. It's a pretty good technique. I sit down, I relax. By reading, my mind's not dwelling on how many push-ups I got to do next. It's not dwelling on how the arms are tired, and it works pretty well for me. So I hope you guys are able to figure out some good way during your little rest breaks to really actually rest yourselves. Or maybe you're actually very efficient physical people and you'll just come up with some other sort of exercise to do that'll help you out. But for those skinny geeks amongst us, this works pretty well for me. Yeah, week 2 is going to be an exciting week. Because usually I've noted that even though they kind of build you up towards the end of the week, usually I'm stronger at the front of the week. And I don't think it's because of the more push-ups. I think it's... well, let me restate that. Like, I feel they increase the number of push-ups that you have to do over the course of the week. And I feel over the course of the week that your body kind of becomes tireder because you only get that one day in between to rest up. Maybe that's just my mind playing tricks with me, but usually, what I can accomplish on a Monday, I don't necessarily manage to accomplish on a Wednesday. And these are some hefty push-up requirements, and I'm definitely feeling it already just here in set 2. So I think by Friday this ought to be pretty interesting. Something I tried was putting my hands a little closer together when I was doing those push-ups. I've looked at a bunch of the 100 push-ups videos on YouTube, seeing people who've done the 100 push-ups, and one of the most common things I saw was people just complaining, and calling them out for their form, like how they were doing the push-ups. So I decided, like, well, man, am I really doing these push-ups that wrong? So I went and did a couple searches online, found a bunch of different places that explain how to do push-ups. And interestingly enough, all those people who are constantly like grousing, like, oh, you got to touch your chest, or it doesn't count. Oh, you got to bend more than 90 degrees with your arms, or it doesn't count. As far as I can tell, those people are wrong. That's not the way you do it. You're supposed to make at least a 90-degree angle with the arm. I suppose you can go below it. I think actually most of the time I do. But officially in all push-up things, like for police, military, 90 degrees is where it counts. So the fact I go a little below probably good. It means like they're definitely a good push-up. But you don't need to break 90 degrees. You just need to make 90 degrees. And whether or not your chest touches, I guess that depends on your chest. If you're a girl doing push-ups, well, if you got D cups, you're probably touching your chest at that stage. If you're a guy like me, probably not. It's just the way. But the guys who go on and say like, oh, you have to touch the chest or it doesn't count, I'd love to see you show me the website where it says that. Show me some sort of push-up reference, like a workout book or something, where it explains you have to touch your chest. Because otherwise, I think you're crazy. And the other thing I saw was different explanations for how to hold. Actually, lots of people said you shouldn't even be flat palmed. They said you ought to do like knuckle push-ups or the like, because the flat palms is actually kind of hurtful to the wrist. I kind of do it anyways, but But another thing they said is like the closer you set your hands, kind of the more focused the workout becomes on the chest. And I did it that time. I set my hands like a board closer than I usually do. And I think I felt a little more. It was kind of interesting. Whew. Well, I've been kind of blathering for a little while here, so I'm probably actually due just to do my next set of 10 or thereabouts. Oh, no worries, I guess, no worries. I think I'm not going to do the closer hand together thing, though, because that was kind of hard. Maybe after I do the 100, I'll switch it over and try to do the 100 with hands closer together. We'll see how that goes. Alright, so another set of 10 push-ups. Nine push-ups, not 10. Pretty close, pretty close. I don't feel too bad about that. Ooh. Ugh. I hit my limiter at 10. Whew. Yeah, week 2. Oh. I never feel too bad not managing that final set, because that set is just called max. I mean, you're supposed to manage a certain number, but oh, I definitely did my max there. Whew. Well, I got a meeting to get to, so that's about it for my final brilliant thoughts. I hope your guys' push-ups are going better than mine, and I'll catch you guys Wednesday as we continue week 2.